Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I've got a gift request, and I'm like, oh God, this one's gonna hurt. It's Alexis Berger. Now, I don't know Alexis's music. You Can Let Go Now, Daddy. Now, I don't know if Daddy's passing away. I don't know if it's a wedding. You know, he's giving her away at a wedding. But good God. And this is type of song that I could see it might be a progression where, you know, she's okay going into kindergarten. You can let go now, Daddy. And then, I don't know, marriage, and then he's going to die. I don't know. But MontaukEd made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. So thank you, Ed, for this one. And you might be hearing from Jeff Cather just based on title alone. So let's see what Alexis has for us. Ed knows his stuff when it comes to music and life and just being a good dude. So let's see. And this song has like 36 million views. Like, it's not a video, it's just a song, but it's 36 million people have tuned into it. So, and I haven't heard it. Yeah, I told you about the piano many times. Signifies poignancy, almost always.
Wind blowing on my face, sidewalk flying beneath my back. A 5-year-old's first taste of what freedom's really like. He was running right beside me, his hand holding on the seat.
Yep.
I took a deep breath and hollered as I headed for the street. You can let go now, Daddy.
That's good.
You can let go. Oh, I think I'm ready to do this on my own. It's still a little bit scary.
Yep.
But I want you to know I'll be okay now, Daddy. You can let go. I was standing at the altar between the two loves of my life. To one I've been a daughter, to one I soon would be a wife. When the preacher asked who gives this woman, Daddy's eyes filled up with tears.
You'd have to.
He kept holding tightly to my arm till I whispered in his ear, you can let go now, Daddy. You can let go. Oh, I think I'm ready to do this on my own. It still feels a little bit scary, but I want you to know I'll be okay now, Daddy. You can let go.
All right, I know where this is going to go in the end, and it's like, good God. But she reminds me of Sarah Beth Terry, or Sarah. They remind me of one another. Their voices. And I had just done a Sarah Beth song a couple days ago, and so I don't think it's just because she's fresh in my mind. I mean, there's a similarity here, but this is the trajectory of life. I have more comments on this at the end.
It was killing me to see the strongest man I ever knew wasting away to nothing in that hospital room. You know he's only hanging on for you. That's what the night nurse said. My voice and heart were breaking as I crawled up in his bed.
Yeah.
And said, you can let go now, Daddy. You can let go. Your little girl is ready to do this on my own. It's gonna be a little bit scary, but I want you to know I'll be okay now, Daddy.
this is one of those songs that in one sense writes itself. If you're going to do like a 3-act song where you know what the ending is going to be, my daddy's dying, he can let go, and it's okay. And I've heard from many people that it isn't until the family gives the person permission to go that they say, okay, I'm going to give up this final fight to try to keep living and go, because you get tired, so tired in the end. And sometimes that permission is like, okay. But you know what the end is going to be of the song. But there are only so many seminal moments in life that you can choose from. Like, this is one of those songs that there's not a lot left on the cutting room floor. A wedding is an obvious choice. The riding of the bike I didn't see coming, and that was very good. I really like that. And you heard my prefatory comments in the beginning, and I didn't know this song, that it would probably be the wedding day. It's going to be he dies. And then the first one, I guess, like it could be like kindergarten going to school or something. And I wasn't far off, but this was riding a bike, and I didn't see that coming. And I don't know in the songwriters or the lyricists process what else might have been left on the cutting room floor, because sometimes there are things that just certain seminal moments or poignant moments in life that we all remember once it's pointed out to us, but we wouldn't necessarily think of it on our own. You know, I mean, they could have chosen, say, like a diving board or swimming for the first time, which is scary as could be, or getting your driver's license and taking the car for a drive. Really, I mean, if you think about it and made a list of the poignant moments that you might put into a song like this, I don't even know if you could come up with 10. It's just, and that's where I say that's what life is. And we humans realize it. I don't think animals do. I just, maybe they do, and they process things very differently. We obviously don't communicate as well with animals, generally speaking, as we do with humans, just due to the linguistic difference. But we look at life and we become aware of our own mortality. And we have ideas and thoughts like, you know, metacognition and such, where we're becoming aware of what we're thinking. You know, think about what you're thinking about, that type of expression. But life, it, you know, who was it, Emerson or Frost? I think Frost it was, who said, in 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. And you're like, wow. It does. And this song is about that cycle of life. So many people experience it. And if you've got a good, loving father, then, you know, in the end here, where she had called, you know, the strongest man, like her wedding, the 2 men that she loved and all. And then in the end, the strongest man she ever knew withered away. That's the cycle of life. It's hard to watch, but that's how it goes. But that, like, she crawled up in the bed, and just because they were comfortable, just a loving father-daughter relationship, and she was so sad to see him go. Now, it's not that way with everybody's father. Not all fathers are cut out for fatherhood. Most fathers do a decent job to where it's very sad when they go. And there's always a certain measure of sadness too. And I know this from life coaching, and just, I've lived long enough to know good friends of mine, their relationships, my relationship, you know, with my own father, theirs with their, you know, you just get to know about different people. And tangentially, you'll hear a documentary on somebody and his, you know, Johnny Cash's relation, whatever. You hear different things, and then you think about it. And and from my time in the dance studio, working very closely with families, you know, as an owner and on the customer relations side of the business, I got to know families, and thousands of them, very well. And I got to see what fathers do. And I saw good fatherhood, I saw average fatherhood, I saw some bad fatherhood. And same thing with motherhood. And when I know right away when I would meet a kid and get to know a kid in the studio, you can tell who had good fathers. and good mothers because they are far more stable. Kids are learning the ropes and they have their moments and stuff, but you can tell when the daddy is invested and involved in the kids' lives. They're more confident. They just have this, support system under them that they don't even realize what it is necessarily at a young age, but they figure it out later. And then it shows up in a song like this, because I'm guessing the songwriter had this experience with her father. So I'm going to rate this song because this is about the cycle of life. I mean, and you think this is how life is hard on planet Earth because this is, in one way or another, everybody's life. Not everybody learns to ride a bike because some people are born in poor countries and they don't get a bike, but they have their own variation of what they were taught. And that's what they remember. That's in their psyche because it's relative. So, I mean, on poignancy alone, I'm going to come in with an 8.6. I'm going to call it a violin. All right. There's a difference between a violin and a fiddle, even though they're the same instrument. Violin is generally in classical music, fiddle is in country. I think the strings might be a bit different, but in this one, it really was, I'm calling it a violin because of the way the song was presented. So, all right, guys, you can thank MontaukEd for that. Some of you might be crying right now, and that's the nature of a song like this, and Ed can do that with some of his requests. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.